Welcome back, everybody. This is the thejonnymar, and I'm continuing with Resident Evil 2, the Claire A scenario. So last time, we did some fun stuff, right? We were reunited with Sherry, we took on a boss, and we also were able to discharge a lot of acid rounds, which is always a good time. And this time, we are going to continue onward with Claire. Now that little shaft there, normally what you can do is head down that with Leon, and we'll be utilizing that during Leon's B scenario. But during this particular scenario, we are not able to do that with Claire. We also picked up the sewer map here, which will show us all of the different various parts of the sewer. We will be exploring all of those, well, most of those during this episode. And that begins now. So you'll notice that there is blood everywhere. And we get to run through some waist-high water. And you do want to head all the way to the end here. There are some soldiers that are bleeding out here, or they bled out, I guess, at some point. They are dead. And we have to examine their bodies so that we can pick up a crest. And then we also have, not a crest, I'm thinking of Leon's scenario. We have to pick up some flame rounds. And then we have that little fan vent there. We cannot, do anything with it at this point. And then we have some massive spiders that we need to run around as they're spitting poison at us. Now, fortunately, they are on the ceiling and walls, so we don't have to worry too much about them. They will drop down and come after you if you give them a chance. So we're just going to run completely by them. We're going to try to pull them to that side of the room. And yes, hopefully not get attacked by them. So thankfully we did not. And now we're going to activate a really long cutscene. So enjoy.
Who are you? Oh, I see. Another spy sent by Umbrella, right? Let me guess. You're here to steal my husband's G-virus, aren't you? You are tenacious, I'll give you that.
Husband? Then you must be Annette. Sherry's mother?
What?
Sherry's wandering around alone in the sewers. You have to help me find her.
That's impossible. I told her to go to the police station. What's she doing here? William will be after her.
William?
That's right. The creature that's been causing all this destruction is none other than my own husband.
This way.
It's sheer perfection. My precious G-virus. No one will ever take you away from me.
There he is.
So you finally come.
Doctor, we're here to collect the G-virus sample.
Sorry, but I won't just hand over my life's work.
Stop! You might hit the sample. That's it, all right. Okay, let's move out.
William. Oh, my. Hold on, darling. I'm taking care of that bullet wound first. Stay here.
Alpha team, have you retrieved the sample yet?
Affirmative. We'll be at the rendezvous point in 1 minute.
Roger.
Are you telling me that he injected the G-virus into his own body?
The G-virus has the ability to revitalize cellular functions.
What was that? Something's wrong. Let's check it out. Over there! Shoot it! Eat this, you freak! I'm stopping it! What is this thing? Hurry! this thing? Fire! Fire! Son of a...
So those rats were the carriers of the virus?
As a result of his virus-induced transmutation, William should have lost any prior memories he had as a human by now. I tried to save him, but I'm afraid it's already too late.
But
And that's not even the entire story. Every G-Virus bioweapon, including William, has the ability to implant embryos into other life forms. That's why he's after Sherry.
what are you trying to say?
The bodies of individuals with non-related genetic coding are likely to reject the embryo. But since Sherry is his daughter, that possibility is non-existent. It's an inherent survival instinct.
It's Sherry. You go that way.
Alright then. So there was our massive cutscene, one of my favorites in the game. I really love that scene with the Umbrella Corporation guards as they're running away with the virus, and then they get attacked by, which basically William Birkin, huh? That's what we've kind of figured out, is perhaps that monster is William Birkin. Now we have to use our valve handle to bring this little bridge down. That's why we did bring it with us. And when you get to the other side of the bridge, you do want to make sure to send the little bridge back up. And that is because we will be using it in the future, and it has to be in the up position. If you leave it in the down position, you will have to come all the way back here to do it. So make sure to use your valve handle again to send it back up. Now you would think that would make the valve disappear, because that's the final place that we have to use it. Maybe. But since it's still in our inventory, I guess not. Well, and I think that's because basically they want to make sure that you can continue to use that over and over if you happen to need it. Now there are some ink ribbons here. We're not going to grab them because there are a lot of items coming up that I want to make sure I have room for. So much so that I'm actually going to combine my 2 green herbs. And then we also picked up some more flame rounds. Flame rounds are not super useful, so we're going to be stockpiling them for a particular enemy in the near future. But now we are in a long corridor. Some of you are going to know what's going on in this corridor and what's in store for us. And for the rest of you that don't, you're about to in a second.
Sherry!
Oh man! Or, oh, crocodile. Yeah, so that's a big beastie, which means we are gonna run as fast as we possibly can. And we are gonna utilize the environment here by pushing that little button to make this canister drop. Now he is very difficult to kill with regular weaponry. I think you can do it if you use very, very strong stuff, but there is a one-hit kill here. That is to take his head off like that when he has the little canister in his mouth. So poor little alligator, crocodile, whatever. He lost his head there. And for some reason, when he came through the door, it activated a security protocol. I guess you can't just run around him. Although, I don't know how you would do that. You have to hit the button and then open up this door, and we will once again, thankfully, right, be reunited with Sherry. So we need to run forward and activate it.
Come on, wake up, Sherry.
What was that?
My stomach. It hurts. Don't worry. You'll be fine. Come on, let's go.
Okay, so we're back with Sherry. And here is the crest, or sorry, medal that she found before when we were running around with her. And that is a wolf medal. Now we need 2 of those medals in order to advance onward to the next area of this game. So we do need to find the golden one yet. Now, I got a little confused earlier because you actually find the golden one earlier with Leon. Or no, you actually get the silver one earlier with Leon. So I thought it was in the area with the guards after they had been killed, but it's actually not in Claire's scenario. There is the golden one. Before we pick it up, let's read this little memo. Once again, we have an individual who is talking about kind of the weird procedures that Umbrella enacts upon these facilities, and also kind of the deteriorating mental state of the police chief, Brian Irons, who is no more. So he talked to him, and basically he's getting stressed out. He kind of looks like he's on edge. But the guy is somewhat forgiving of him because basically, apparently the police chief has done a lot for the town. Not sure what he's done, but whatever. And then Irons kind of snaps here and basically pulls a gun on the guy and threatens to kill him, or shoot him, I guess. He could shoot him in the foot or something. But yeah, things are spiraling out of control. The last part of the diary here says that basically Umbrella's coming in. They're investigating things, perhaps the authorities. And so Umbrella wants to basically shut everything down. Which then ultimately led to the outbreak of the virus. Spread by rats, as we saw in that little cutscene. But we get the second medal here, the Eagle medal. So now we have the gold and the silver medal. Both of those are necessary to get rid of that little waterfall that we ran by before. And stupid Sherry has decided to stay behind because she was moonwalking and decided we ran too far ahead of her. Alright. So, there is one more use for the valve handle, and that is through this vent here. So remember, it accesses the corridor we were in not too long ago. And you can use the valve handle to slow the vent down temporarily. So now we can climb through that instead of having to go all the way back around. So it saves us a little bit of time. So run through this little shaft here. Make sure Sherry keeps up with you as she runs sideways randomly. And then we will head down. Now, before, a couple minutes ago, there were spiders in this area. And they are replaced now with zombies. And that's because Sherry is with you. So you do want to keep her close to you. Don't run too far ahead. We don't want her crouching down in the water and, drowning herself. Or also getting attacked by zombies. She can die. On this next room, there are still spiders, so we do have to be careful. Do some zigzagging to get the spiders going to the side. And then cut back and place your 2 medals into this machine here. So we want to place the eagle and then the wolf. And that will make that little waterfall there disappear, and we can go through that door. Alright. Sweet. Oh, geez. Let's get out of here before the spiders attack us. And as long as Sherry's in the general vicinity, it'll continue onward with you. I keep calling her it. What was that? The story will continue onward. I don't mean Sherry. She's not an it. She's a she. As far as we know. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is access a tram, and that will take us to the first part of the factory/facilities, the laboratory area. And we are very close to the last area of the game. Let's do a quick little tram ride here, Sherry. Luckily, we won't have to worry about anything while we're on the tram. Now, if we had brought our lighter, we could use the lighter on this little flare gun here. And what it does is it shoots a flare, and it shows you that there's actually a sparkle over here in the corner, which is the weapon box key. But you do not need to do that. As you can see, you can pick it up just by going over to the corner. So if you want to bring the lighter with you, you certainly can. I need the inventory space for a weapon we're going to get in the very near future, so I did not bring it with. In this hallway, we have tons of zombies to take out. So there's one here, there's one behind us. And she freaking turned around. Look out, Sherry. When I was trying to shoot down on this guy. And there are two more at the far end behind us around the corner. I'm actually surprised they decided to come out. The second one tends to stay back for quite a while. Not sure how these guys got in here, but they did somehow. And I'm also not sure if these two are dead. I guess so. Okay. So, there is a dead guy down here. Yes, he is dead. And he is holding our new weapon, which is the spark shot. A very useless weapon for the most part. It is a little bit stronger than your bow gun, but not as strong as the grenade launcher. As you can see, it takes up 2 inventory slots, and it is really loud if you decide to use it. We do have it, so I am going to use it in some places to take out some enemies, just so I can save on some of our more powerful ammo. But for now, we're just going to keep it kind of in stock. Because we do still have handgun ammo, and that is the priority to get rid of. Because once you have zombies, the best way to take them out is with handgun ammo. You might as well use it. The handgun ammo does not really work against anything else. Okay, let's do some running back and forth. I didn't mean to go after that one. And because the spark shot is in the top slot, it's going to make reloading more difficult. Because it's going to default up to the stupid spark shot each time. As you can see, there are 4 zombies, 3 in this little corridor, and then 1 around the corner at the far end. Now, you don't have to take out the one at the far end. All there is down here is a couple of herbs. So if you do not want the herbs, you can leave that guy alive and, you know, not worry about him. I don't have the inventory space to pick up those herbs, but there is a save room right at the end of the corridor, up this ladder that we're going to see in a sec. So what I will do is I will show you the things in this save room. There is some ink ribbons, there is also a first aid spray, and then there is some explosive rounds and also some flame rounds. So I'm going to pick all that up off screen, I'm going to drop everything in the box, and then next time we will continue onward through this door here and see what we face in the next episode. So as always, viewers, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. So long!